Good morning students. In this video we are going to discuss about similarities and differences between the governor and president. So first we will discuss about similarities. What are the similarities between the post between the governor and president? So president will be appointed under article 74. So article 74 deals with the president. So president will be appointed by the council of ministers. Already I told you students, council of ministers will be headed by the president, whereas governor will be assisted by article 163 by council of ministers in the state. This is the first thing. That means both will be assisted by council of ministers. Next, so both the president and governor, they act as the head of the governments. Head of the central government is president and head of the state government is governor. You know that students, India follow the presidential form of government. In this, president and governor, they are the nominal heads. They don't have the real powers. Next, whatever the advice given by the council of ministers, both president and governor, they have to act on the advice of the council of ministers. Next, all the executive actions in the both center as well as state should be taken on the name of president. That means executive. I already told you students in the classroom, executive means implementation of laws. When whatever the law is implementing, that law contains the signature of the president if it is related to central government, and the signature of the governor if it is related to state government. These are the executive powers. Next, every bill, if the bill want to be act, then it must be signed by president in the case of central, whereas in the governor in the case of states, then only they become the acts. So if you want to make any acts in case of emergency, at that time if parliament not in session, then we will impose the ordinance. I will make a separate video on the ordinance. So ordinance means, ordinance are the temporary laws. So ordinance can be issued by president according to article 123 and governor according to article 213. Next similarity, so if you want to introduce a money bill, that money bill must require the permission from the president in the case of central government, whereas governor in the case of state government. Money bill must always introduce in the lower house. I already told you in the students, lower house. Next, both the president and governor, they have the pocket veto. What is the meaning of pocket veto? Pocket veto means when the bill will go to president, so the president, he don't say I am rejecting it, or he don't say I am accepting it. He will keep the bill with himself for indefinite period of time. That is known as pocket veto. So both have that kind of option. Next, differences. What are the differences? So governor has more discretionary powers. I already told you students, in a state, if no party will get a clear-cut majority, governor has a power to call, to form government. For example, in Karnataka case, so if no party will get a majority, then government has a power to which party to call to form the government. In this case, governor has more powers compared to president. Next, so if someone is sentenced with a death penalty, in that case governor cannot pardon that person, whereas the president can pardon the person if the person is the death penalty. Next, so president will nominate 2 members to Lok Sabha, and whereas he will nominate 12 members to Rajya Sabha. But in case of governor will nominate only 1 Anglo-Indian to assembly, and he can nominate 1/6 of the MLCs, that is member of legislative councils. This is the difference. Listen students once again. In case of lower house, president will nominate 2 Anglo-Indians, whereas governor will nominate only 1 Anglo-Indian. In case of upper house, government will nominate 12 members who are expertise in the arts, science, social literature, and social service and literature, whereas the governor will nominate 1/6 of the MLCs in the upper house. Next, only president can declare the war or peace. Governor don't have that power. Next, president will be elected through indirect election. We discussed in the classroom MP, calculation of MP vote value, calculation of MLA vote value, like this. Whereas governor will be appointed by the president, and the president will appoint whichever the name suggested by the central government. Next, if you want to remove the president, you have to go through the impeachment procedure, whereas governor can be simply removed by the president upon the request of the central government. This is the video about similarities and differences between the governor and president. Students, if you really like it, please like and subscribe to the channel and share to the video. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next video.